who didn't want to be D'Angelo? You know what I mean? It's like, who of us didn't want to be D'Angelo? Like, his choices, the musicality, the songwriting, the feeling, the emotion in his music, and how it spoke to all of the greatness that we got from Prince, Donnie, we got from Funkadelic. He had all of that, as well as some of the je ne sais quoi. There's never going to be another D'Angelo. Not for me and not for anyone, I don't think. He's a one of one, and we lost him way too early. I could have never, you know, I don't really have the words, because I'm just like, what the?
So D'Angelo kept his battle private, and no one really knew just how hard he was fighting until news broke that he passed away on October 15th, 2025 at just 51 years old. And this is just another case of you never know what people are dealing with behind closed doors. D'Angelo's family just gave the people what they've been asking for after news that D'Angelo passed away hit the internet. And what they're saying right now includes some very scary details about D'Angelo's private life.
I can't. I really cannot. First Diane, now D'Angelo. What is up with the fucking D's? These are not the D's we are asking for, okay? Y'all, D'Angelo has passed away at the age of 59, battling pancreatic cancer. This man is a neo-soul legend. How does it feel, baby? The way I would tilt that fucking TV over so I could see if I could see something on good. Well, I was too young to try to see anything in this man. When I tell you Brown Sugar gave me feeling, because I'm a brown skinned girl. You know, I'm in the brown. Oh my God, y'all.
I think I speak for everyone when I say no one was expecting to hear such heartbreaking news about D'Angelo, especially after the tragic loss of Angie Stone just 7 months ago. And what makes things even more sad is that apparently D'Angelo knew what was to come, and that's why he kept working and kept doing what he could until his body just couldn't take it anymore. But was Angie Stone aware of just how hard he was fighting? Because she would often discuss him in ways that a lot of people felt made her appear to be sort of bitter and salty towards him.
If you don't know who D'Angelo is, like, just go back and look at some of your favorite artists, like, from back then, and see who produced and who wrote those songs, because D'Angelo had hits.
All of this started when D'Angelo canceled his performance at the Roots Picnic Festival that was scheduled for May 31st, 2025. When people wanted to know what was going on, all his team would say was that there were some complications from a surgery he had had earlier in the year. But people didn't really take it too seriously, because if you know D'Angelo, then you know that he's not really going to say much about what he's dealing with. This is a man that has battled addiction, dealt with fame, being a sex symbol, and struggling to find himself. Even when Angie Stone was spilling all kind of details about his life and their relationship, did he say a word? Nope. If he felt any pain or trouble, he poured it into his music and allowed his fans to have their own opinions. But as much as D'Angelo tried to remain out of the public eye when it came to his personal business, news got out that things may not have been going well for him. Before TMZ, with all of their sources, could announce anything, author and journalist Mark Lamont Hill sent out a post saying, "My sources tell me that D'Angelo has passed. Wow, I have no words. May he rest in perfect peace." Did y'all see that? Because people couldn't believe that it was true. I mean, not too long ago, D'Angelo announced that he would be working on a new album, and he was so excited to finally let everyone in on it. So hearing that he was gone was just heartbreaking and made no sense to anybody. And it wasn't until TMZ confirmed it that folks began to wrap their heads around this devastating news. Tributes started to pour in from all over, and people were so badly messed up about the news of his passing, and no one really knew what to make of it. People started digging up old videos and photos of him just to see if there were any signs that were missed. But it was when his family dropped their statement that everything started to click. Apparently, D'Angelo had been battling with pancreatic cancer for a long time, and he had been undergoing intensive treatment for several months until he couldn't take it anymore. And word is that Angie also knew, and the two of them were reportedly leaning on each other given their shared history. And what makes it even more sad is that when he found out he had cancer, D'Angelo kept making music and was excited to release one final album before he passed away. Unfortunately, this was one thing he wasn't able to do. But even though he isn't here to see people enjoy his music, fans are asking his family to make it available as soon as it's ready, because D'Angelo really was a well-respected pioneer of neo soul. D'Angelo was a generational talent, one of the few musical geniuses that we ever had and probably will ever have, if we're being honest. Played every instrument on Voodoo, a top to bottom perfect album. When we talk about legacies, his is forever stamped. Angie Stone and D'Angelo in the same year, a true loss for R&B/soul music. D'Angelo passing away is incredibly devastating. All of his work is widely regarded as the North Star for so many artists. His influence, his passion simply cannot be measured in words. I'm thinking of his son who lost both his parents this year. By the way, do you have a favorite D'Angelo song? If you do, make sure you drop it in the comments. Also hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next video. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. Bye, baddies.